Hi, I'm Sheilaa Hite, world-class astrologer, tarot master, medium, spellcaster, modern-day alchemist, and all-around magical being. And I'm here today to tell you about the week ahead. And what a week. There are a lot of things going on, but there are two major things happening, and we need to take a look at that. And we need to pay attention, and then we need to follow suit. By that I mean big doings, hot, fiery things happening, and lots of drama. Not just potential for drama, but drama. So we'll start with on June 10th, we have the big phenomenon. June 10th is the solar eclipse. The solar eclipse, the sun, the eclipse of, but it's a halo. It'll be a halo around the sun. So that means there's an opportunity for dramatic recreation, for dramatic renewal. So the type of drama and the amount of drama must be regulated by you. So on the 10th, we have Mercury, we have the solar eclipse, we also have the planet Mercury, still retrograde. And this, in the midst of all of this drama, it's important to remember that Mercury, the planet of communication, is still going backwards, or appears to be going backwards, which means a lot of confusion can ensue. So we have to be very clear, because once confusion takes over and you mix that with drama and you mix that with passion, because Leo is what we're dealing with when anytime you deal with the sun, we're dealing with passion. All kinds of wild, crazy, and unnecessary things can happen. It would be like a Keystone Comedies movie, except that it's not a movie, it's real life. So let's be clear about some things here with this coming this coming solar eclipse on the 10th. It will be in the sign of Gemini, which is ruled by Mercury, which is currently retrograde, which is also currently squaring Neptune, which can bring in confusion. So be clear about the fact that things aren't clear, and take your time with everything you do and everything you say. If you are feeling that you have got to say something, I've got to write this email, I've got to send this text, I implore you, please, it's drama. It's not really in the script. Please pencil it out, because it's only going to bring you a lot of angst over the next 3 to 6 months. You want to be very careful around an eclipse how you operate. And since this eclipse is in the sign of communication, you really want to be careful around that. Now back to that script. This is a great time for creativity, because scripts are written, Mercury, communication, writing. This is a great time for creativity. This is a great time for passion, for action that will bring about the kind of drama and the kind of results you want. June 10th, the sun is going to be in Gemini, and there will be an eclipse. The moon will also be in Gemini, because it's a new moon. Solar eclipses are new moon eclipses. New moons bring us something. They bring something to us. So this new moon is that what we can get from this new moon, in addition to a new start, a new way of thinking. Remember, it's in Gemini, a new way of thinking, a new way of being objective. Because Gemini, the twins, duality, Gemini has the ability to be here and look at itself from here and say, oh, that's what I'm about. And then communicate with that self. And the two forces of Gemini can move together to get something positive done, or the opposite. Please don't be the opposite. Don't run away with misinformation and build on it, because the building on it is only going to create a lot of, it's going to create a lot of awful drama. So you've got a lot of volatility because around eclipses there are, but eclipses are new moon. They bring in, solar eclipses are new moon. They bring in new. So this solar eclipse in Gemini, let's write, Mercury, let's write a list. 3 things, that's it, 3 things that you know you want to do, you want to do. I almost said you can do, but no, we're creating something. Mercury, we're creating something. Things you've imagined you could do, things you want to do. Write those 3 things down and plant them. In a way, plant them. And if you have a flower pot, good idea to plant them with something actually growing, or a garden, plant it with something growing. Plant this list with something growing. And if you don't have a flower pot or you don't have a garden, then plant this firmly in your mind, that the things that you are bringing in, these dramatic, creative, wonderful things, will come to pass within the next 3 to 6 months. And then do what you do with any plant. Nurture it, water it. Make sure it's turned just so that it's getting all of the sunlight and the moonlight. Encourage it to become, because that's a part of you that you're encouraging to become. So also leading up to this new moon on the 10th, we have to have moon water. This is going to be some great moon water because it's the moon water of Mercury. It's the moon water of the eclipse, of the new moon, which means the sun and the moon are in the same sign. It's the eclipse, new moon in Gemini, communication with self and with others clearly, although dramatically, creatively. Time to make your moon water by placing your container in the light of the moon. That is the windowsill or outside on the porch if you can do that. Place it there and be careful to cover it well, because otherwise critters, you will get I'd say at least 2 or 3 that are going to show up even on your windowsill. And don't think it can't happen, because it will happen. Make sure it's well covered. Set it there. Let it get the rays of, I'd start tonight, let it get the rays of the sun and the moon. And about 2 or 3 days after, say about the 12th or 13th of June, take it out of the garden or off the porch or out of the windowsill, and you can start to drink it. You can start to use it, because it is energized, and it's very, very energetic moon water this time. And it'll help here with plans, with remembering. It'll help with all of the things related to Gemini. So this will also help bring you together with yourself, your external you, your internal you, because Gemini. The next thing that we have going on, the next big thing we have going on, is the next day on June 11th, the planet Mars, and Mars is the planet that rules how we do things, how we get things done, how we take action. Well, Mars leaves placid Cancer, gentle, nurturing Cancer, and enters dramatic, hot, fiery, passionate Leo. Whenever Mars is in Leo, you feel it. Whenever Mars is in Leo, you want to express. Whenever Mars is in Leo, that's the pool we're swimming in. Expression, expression, expression. You would like, though, to keep expression to an even keel. I say you would like because I honestly know from all the Leo that you have in your chart, everybody has Leo in their chart, even if they don't have planets in that sign. You have Leo in it. I know that wherever you have Leo in your chart, that's where you're going to express. Try and keep it even. If you have your chart available, look and see what house the sign Leo is in, and that house or area of life, that's great. Now put put something into the mix of that house that will not necessarily slow the dramatic action down, but that will help to temper how it expresses itself. Let's not use it up all at once, because if you do, you use up all of you at once. Mars wants to go. Leo wants to express. So that there's an evenness, and so that people really get what you're about. They don't remember your actions. They remember what you're about and how it felt being around you. Because if they don't feel good being around you, especially during a time like that, Leo rules the heart. It's something the heart never forgets. And those things that are broken during that time are difficult to impossible to repair. So while this is happening, remember also, Mercury will still be retrograde. So you've got Mercury retrograde, you've got Mercury square, causing an abrasive aspect to Neptune, which means things can be very unclear, very unclear. So we've got Mercury retrograde, things doing whatever they want to do, square Neptune being very, very unclear, making a square by sign to Jupiter, making it murky. And then you have that the eclipse coming in, which is going to shine a lot of light on everything, even on what's murky. But it's also going to shine a lot of drama as the sun's involved. So pace yourself, regulate, observe, and act accordingly. And of course, again, don't forget Mars in Leo on the 11th. With Mars in Leo, a very positive thing you can do, this is great for you saying to yourself, what amends do I want to make to myself? I know that there are amends that you can make to everybody in the world, but how about making amends to you? How about finding out how you touched or injured your heart in some way that wasn't really to your benefit? Make amends. This is a great time for self-forgiveness, especially with the retrograde, because retreat, going within. So when Mars goes into Leo, spend the time really loving and forgiving yourself. Spend the time creating a new, passionate relationship with you, with your heart, with your desires, with what you want, and how you want your life and your world to be. The heart is a really terrific engine. Without it, none of us would be here now. There's no getting up in the morning. There's no getting up, period. So let's honor the heart. And while Mars is in Leo, is an excellent time. So just making sure I've spoken about everything that I feel we can speak about here. Yes, this is a time of great and grand and infinite insights. Please, this is a chance for you to start looking, seeing yourself authentically, and promoting that authentic self. Also, it's a time to see clearly, to know clearly. So you don't have to shout it out to the world. See yourself clearly, know yourself clearly, be good to yourself. Listen to the truth. Love yourself and love each other. Anything that diminishes, that takes away from another in order to do anything else is not love. Anything that has you believing or acting in a way that harms, that can bring harm to someone else or that discounts someone else, is not coming from love. Remember, you've got this solar eclipse, a new time. Your heart can be reborn into love, into compassion, into the goodness that we all carry within us. You have Mars and Leo. We can act from that place. We can act with all of the goodness that is all alive and born within us. This is a chance to uncover. Eclipses bring new things in. They bring in opportunities. This is an opportunity for you to be love. Not just to love, not just to act lovingly, but to be love. And on that note, I will see you next week. Be good to yourself. Be good to your world. Bye.